Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about fiddle fig care. So right here in front of me, I have my biggest fiddle fig. They are one of the trendiest indoor houseplants at the moment because of their beautiful foliage and their tendency to bring life into a room and create a living room. Fiddle figs can be finicky, hence in the name they fiddle. So you don't want to fiddle with them too much. If you move them, they might start to drop leaves as they go into shock very easily. So today, I'm just going to give you guys some tips and tricks to make sure that you get a beautiful, healthy fiddle fig like this. First care tip is going to be light. Fiddle figs require bright, indirect sunlight. So over here, they have a LED skylight over there, they have a window over here, and they have these screened doors and windows that allow filtered light for my fiddle fig. If you give them bright, direct sunlight, you can cause the leaves to be burnt. So over here, you can see this fiddle fig's leaf has been burnt. This is what happens when you put them in direct sunlight. It will not kill the plant, but it will not be aesthetically pleasing. So the first tip is going to be having it in indirect bright light. The second tip is to clean the plant at least once a week. To do this, you just need a damp, warm towel, and you're just going to clean the top of the leaf. This is just to remove any excess dirt or dust that has gathered, and it's also just going to allow your plant to photosynthesize better, and also it's going to discourage any pests that may be lurking around on your plant. It's also just going to make your plant look more aesthetically pleasing. My third tip for you is going to be your pot size, the pot that your fiddle fig is in. You're going to make sure that it is not too big, as if you have a pot that is too big, it will have excess moisture and it can cause root rot on your fiddle fig. You're also going to have a pot that has drainage holes in it, and that's just going to allow for excess water to be released and flow and drain through the pot. Otherwise, your fiddle fig's roots will become oxygen deprived and it can cause root rot, which can be detrimental to your fiddle fig. So therefore, you're just going to want to make sure that you don't have any residual water sitting at the base of your pot. Otherwise, you could result in having root rot. You're also just going to want to repot your fiddle fig whenever you see roots poking out the drainage hole. This is just a sign that your plant is starting to become a bit pot bound, and I would only ever go one size pot bigger. This is just to ensure that you don't have too much soil, as it can cause root rot. My fourth tip is going to be watering requirements. Fiddle figs like evenly moist soil. They do not like their soil to be on the dry side, but they also don't like it to be too wet. So in order to make sure that your fiddle fig does need watering, you're just going to need to stick your finger into the soil about 4 centimeters down to your first knuckle, and if the soil sticks to your finger, then you know that it is still moist and your fiddle fig is fine. If it feels dry, then you know that it's time to water. My fifth and my last tip is going to be fertilizing. I fertilize my bigger fiddle figs every time I water, and this is because they have a bigger mass that they need to maintain. I will fertilize my small fiddle figs every second time I water, and this is because they don't have as much mass. You're also going to want to make sure that your fiddle figs are actively growing when you're fertilizing them. Otherwise, if you're not making sure they're actually growing, you're going to therefore either waste your nutrients, or you can cause them to have a salt build up in their soil, which can inevitably actually end up killing your plants. So you're also going to want to make sure that you follow the guidelines on the fertilizing bottle to make sure you do not burn your fiddle figs or under fertilize them. And that is my growing tutorial on making sure that you have a healthy, happy fiddle leaf fig. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time.